Next guest just raised her target on the S&P 500 for this year to a range of 5,400 to 5,800. That's up from her original forecast of 5,200 to 5,400. Ann Bartels is Chief Investment Strategist at Sanctuary Wealth. Ann, thank you very much for joining us. I guess we'll start there. What gave you the impetus to want to raise your S&P 500 forecast?
Well, earnings came in better than expected. We've been of the belief that earnings were troughing and growing. And what's really amazing is that with the higher interest rate environment that we've been in, and with the inflation environment we've been able to be in, margins have actually been able to slightly expand. In addition to that, we're seeing stocks respond. And I'm seeing moves that I have not seen in decades in terms of price behavior. And not just here in the United States. There's something going on globally. We have Japan breaking out to a record all-time high that we haven't seen in 34 years. We're seeing Europe break out to all-time highs, even though their economy still remained pretty weak. Even Australia broke out to record all-time highs. So there really seems to be a global momentum that is really benefiting markets. And I wouldn't be surprised if markets are factoring in how AI is going to add productivity to businesses, and that's going to trickle down into earnings for companies.
But we still have two sizable events that you sort of didn't mention. We've got the election and, of course, whatever the Fed decides to do for the rest of the year. How does that factor in? The S&P 500 under 5,200 right now, 5,800, a long way to go from there.
So with the election, I understand people are very passionate about their candidate. But at the end of the day, it's about earnings. And when we look at the legislation that President Biden has put into place between the Infrastructure Act, the CHIPS Act, and the Inflation Protection Act, that is adding to businesses' bottom line. I think that's baked in for this year. That's another reason why I have confidence that markets can go higher, and getting to the ability for the Fed to be able to cut rates. We had jobs data today. I think that data had something for the bulls and something for the bears. I think it's really a Goldilocks. I do think that the Fed will do a check mark, that it will give them the ability to eventually cut rates. I think they want a little bit more data. So maybe as we move into more of the summer months, like going into June, we may actually see rate cuts. And that will be also very positive, I think, for the markets.
If I'm reading my notes right, you're basically saying go with the MO. And the MO, as in momentum, has been growth, big cap, and tech. Why do you favor those areas over value and smaller cap?
Tyler, that's a phenomenal question. I believe we're in a secular bull market. Secular bull markets last 15 to 20 years. And you have to look at the leadership and where that leadership is, because that's going to maintain throughout that secular trend. And that's the technology sector. And when you dive down into that, I know we keep talking about the Magnificent Seven, the Mag 4, it used to be FANG. It really is semiconductors. And I'm keeping my eye on the semiconductor space as the major leadership. And I still think we're going to see significant highs. So I do think that there is a pivotal change that's coming from artificial intelligence, or AI, that we're all trying to learn and factor in. So those are my thoughts on that space.
All right. Just pointing out, we have to leave it there. I'm sorry to say, Ann, but Meta, Advanced Micro, and Taiwan Semi are among your picks in that area. It doesn't get much bigger than those. Ann Bartels.
As I said, I still like the mega caps. I still think this is going to stay mega caps. When you still have scarcity of earnings, growth outperforms value. And I think as long as the banks struggle in here, especially with concern around regulation, although it looked like Powell dialed that back a little bit, I think that's going to put a cap on financials. And I don't think you can have a strong rally in value without the banks.
All right, Ann Bartels, thank you very much. Sanctuary Wealth.